after the massive success of Ken Block's first Gymkhana video, you just knew there'd be a second. This time around, the car is even more powerful and more capable. But we wanted to find out if the Gymkhana 2 project car is simply built for performance art or for the art of all-out performance. This is the second Gymkhana car, and it's very different from the first.
The funny thing about the original Gymkhana car was that was sort of a car that went through a couple different evolutions. It was first the car that I raced in the Gumball 3000 in 2005, and then One Lap of America in 2006. And then I brought the car out here on the West Coast. That's when there were a couple of Gymkhana events. So I decided to take that car and convert it to the best Gymkhana car that we could out of that basic setup. It's a nicely customized street car, but it's not a race car. So when we built this car, we started from the ground up and said, what would the best car be for doing this particular type of driving?
So the second Gymkhana car is more like a purpose-built racing car, even though it's meant to do things you'd never see on a typical road racing track.
It was set up to do Gymkhana style driving, which is basically like, you know, an autocross type event, but with a bit more sliding of the car. I wanted the car to act really more like a rally car on the gravel.
With our own version of the Stig and a host of testing equipment, we set out to record some hard numbers for this Crawford performance-built Subaru WRX STI. We started by weighing it and discovered that it shed 577 pounds compared to a stock STI. The next order of business is to change the tires to BF Goodrich G-Force drag radials to maximize acceleration. Even though a transmission issue prevents us from getting the car into fifth gear, Block's STI still makes some impressive sounds and even more impressive numbers. 0 to 60 arrives in just 3 seconds, and the quarter mile passes in 10.8 seconds at 123.7 miles per hour. That's faster than a Corvette ZR1. It's no wonder the car is so quick. Pop the hood and you'll find the STI's horizontally opposed four-cylinder has had its displacement bumped from 2.5 to 2.65 liters thanks to a stroker crank. It also gets forged JE pistons, billet connecting rods, upgraded main and rod bearings, and a huge Garrett turbo. The brakes do not have ABS, but bring the car to a stop from 60 in 115 feet. For handling tests, the tires are changed yet again, this time to BF Goodrich G-Force KDW rubber. Lateral grip is 0.9 G, while a slalom speed of 72 miles per hour is nearly 3 miles per hour faster than a stock STI. Plus, this Subaru is remarkably well behaved for a machine whose primary purpose is to produce tire smoking oversteer. The bottom line is the Gymkhana Subaru WRX STI we've all seen online is much more than just a circus act. It's a serious car that blurs the line between hardcore racing and just showing off.